All right, guys, Showboat Sports, man. Glad you guys are here. For all the people that are returning to the channel, thank you guys for coming back. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and share button. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and share button. So you guys see what the uh the subject is. Will Bud or Thurman be next for Spence? What's next for Spence? Well, salute, Brian. Appreciate you rolling up in here, Brian. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. All you guys, y'all know we definitely got the phone lines open. So anybody want to call in, sound off, it's definitely out there. All right, all right, all right. T Word, what's up, man? Appreciate you rolling up in here, fam. Yeah, man. We're gonna same kind of situations, but we're gonna find out what's going on, man. We're gonna discuss this thing today about that. Anthony Johnson. What's up with you, fam? Appreciate you coming in, man. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, man. We like I said, man, we're gonna be talking about this today. What's Spence next options, man? What's gonna happen? I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but Crawford did respond to Spence on that picture. He said that's a good one. Like like it's a good joke, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that's a good sign that Crawford is like, man, okay, we're gonna make this happen. So hopefully that's what we're dealing with. That's what I'm hoping for. Best case scenario, not sure what they're gonna do about this Keith Thurman thing or what, but something's gonna happen. Hate that Boots decided that he's gonna go fight for WBA. Like y'all said, it's gonna mess things up. I was just hoping, fingers crossed that he would get back on the other side. Said Bud going to face Usain Bolt for sprint champion. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. That's what it seems like, man. It seems like that. Salute, 8 Mile. Salute, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, see, it's the thing is, man, Bud hadn't given us anything to go on, right? And that's what we need here, right? And so I don't know if they in talks or not. I know that Bud did respond to Spence. He didn't just let that go. So hopefully Bud has turned the corner and stopped this pout and shit. And before Thurman, but I'm thinking, man, they're gonna go ahead and order that. They're gonna have to order that Thurman fight. What's up? What's up? What's up? So they're gonna have to order that Thurman fight. They're gonna have to make sure they're gonna have to either put that up for a purse bid or somebody pick it up. That's what's gonna happen next. That's what we're dealing with. And then after that, Jaron Ennis is gonna get his title, he's gonna get his shot at it. So if Bud doesn't take this fight, I really think that Spence is gonna move up to 154. I don't see why Spence would stay. If I was Spence, I would just go ahead and really be honest. If Bud don't take that fight, I'll go ahead and yeah, Bud need to retire, man. But Bud gonna hold that belt hostage, man. That belt is hostage. Bud is not going to allow Spence to get that fight. He's just not going to do it. He doesn't want Spence to even have a shot at it. Even though if he thought he could beat Spence, he doesn't want to give Spence that chance. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, man, we hearing everything and everybody on that side of the fence is talking the same way. You know what I mean? So for some reason, all them cats on that side is convinced that Spence them messed it up. What's up, big dog in the house? What's up with you, fam? Yeah. So, you know, we can speculate, we can hope, we can keep our fingers crossed all we want, but man, you know, said Thurman versus Spence has been mandated by the WBC, and Spence requests WBA to kill two Mandos at once. Yeah, so then that's where we at. Spence gonna have to fight him. Either Spence gonna have to fight Thurman or Spence gonna have to drop the belts. This is the thing with that. This is the thing with that. If Spence fights Keith Thurman, yeah, send it. Send it on. Send it on. I'll check it out. Check it out real quick. Yeah, I saw what Stanley Olsen said about those gloves and that they were not able to look at Crawford's gloves. And they're thinking about talking to doing something about it, filing something on Bud for that. Because now even the Everlast came out and said it might have been some faulty leather that they had with that. So yeah, I saw that. But if that's yeah, send it anyway. Send it anyway, because it'd be something that I haven't seen yet. You know what I mean? And I saw that. Yeah, Duckford will keep ducking. Oh man, you know what, man? I listen. If that's the case, then they wasn't supporting PBC. That's what y'all gotta say back, man. Did y'all support PBC? Uh, So this is the thing. Yeah. Unifications does. If if Bud decides he's going to fight Spence, then yeah, they'll all let that happen. But if Bud is still saying that I'm on the market, if Bud says I'm on the market and Spence ain't making a fight, and Bud say Spence ain't making a fight, then both camps. I mean, I think, to be honest, this is what I'm saying. I think that Spence and them wanted to make the fight. I think the demands was a little much, and I think that Bud wanted it there as a negotiation tactic. What's up, Bearded One? That's what I thought it was, right? Bud's camp believes Bud wholeheartedly. So at this point, this is how I look at it. It doesn't matter who's right and wrong. It doesn't even matter at this point. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. Said this is Stanios saying he had two undercard dates for Spence versus Crawford. Oh, did he? Okay. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And I saw that. Yeah. But did you see what I said, T, about that? I saw where Avanesian said that about those gloves and stuff. Y'all see that? Y'all see that about Everlast too? So all that came out. So right now, everything is going back and forth. Let's just be honest. We don't definitively know who's right and who's wrong. I think Spencer's right. I think Bud lied. That's my point. That's my view, right? People's perception is the reality. That's what I think, right? Yeah. Right. So this is it. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Are they gonna make the fight or not? Because this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't know what to do but tell Spence to go ahead and yeah. David Avanesian said that he wanted that his people weren't allowed to look at the gloves that Bud had. They wouldn't allow him to look at that. And he's thinking about filing something over that because he thinks that's wrong. And through the Nebraska State Commission, through most of them commissions, man, you are allowed to inspect the gloves from your camp. You're allowed to look at the other fighters' gloves. You're allowed to look at it. So but anyway, like I'm saying is it doesn't matter at this point who's right or who's wrong. Right now, we're gonna get the fight or not. This is the main problem. If Spence goes and fights Thurman, Crawford ain't gonna sit around and wait. He gonna go, well, man, I need another fight. So then guess what's gonna happen? Spence is gonna be right where he started again. Crawford's gonna want another fight. Then right after Thurman, you know who's coming up? Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis is gonna say, hey, I've waited long enough, man. I want my shot at the title. So guess what? Either Spence gonna have to fight Jaron while Buds goes and fights whoever else it is he fights. Spence is gonna be left to do the heavy lifting. Because two things for sure. Bud is not, if Bud don't fight Spence, he's not fighting Jaron Ennis. That ain't coming next. Bud ain't fighting Jaron Ennis next. I don't think so. What's in it for him? What's in it for him? He already said that the high risk, low reward. So why would he fight him? It's too high risk. Yeah, Earl don't want to go up. Earl doesn't want to go up. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with that. I agree with that. But this is the problem. This is the problem, T. What guarantees do he have that Crawford's gonna fight him? Because if that's the case, he can go ahead and sign it right now to fight Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He could sign that right now. It's not a done deal. Him and Thurman is not a done deal. And Spence said he's really against fighting Thurman. You can see the commission didn't know what to do. What? Yeah. Nah, they didn't know what the hell to do. Yeah. Bill Kerr-Prame got the guys from the man. It was crazy. They didn't know what to do. They just let him go fight. You got two busted gloves there. There's always another set of gloves to do that. He doesn't. And that's why I want you to hear the clip. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm gonna play it in here. I'm gonna play the clip in here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. AT, I'm gonna put it in here. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. Hold on. AT, I'm gonna put it in here. Hold on. That's me putting my phone in here. Hold on.
What's up, baby? It's your boy Deontay Wilder, man. I want to give a big shout out to all my fans at Chicken Talk. I love you guys so much. And look for the champ, baby. If y'all ain't been ready, you better get ready. You about to get ready. Putting on our battle shoes and our helmet. Let's get it.
Is that it? Hold on. T, I think the one you sent. Hold on, let me check it out. Let me make sure I got the right one, man. Is that it? Hold on. T, I think the one you sent. Hold on, let me check it out. Let me make sure I got the right one. Is that it? Hold on. T, I think the one you sent. Hold on, let me check it out. Let me make sure I got the right one. Okay, 3448. T, I think the one you sent. Hold on, let me check it out. Okay, 3448.
What's up, baby? It's your boy Deontay Wilder, man. I want.
And that's also Canelo's favorite fighter, and Canelo is Gervonta's favorite fighter. So you're in good company right there.
Enough, I think you know him or no?
I'm pretty sure Vivi does.
Yeah, he was like a matchroom fighter, lefty. He what's it, 140, 147?
He's 147, yeah. So we have like 1-1 in amateurs, you know. One time I beat him, and one time I got robbed. So.
Okay. Skip Bayless.
What was the date that you were supposed to fight on the Spence and Crawford undercard before it fell apart?
Oh, it was like November 19, I think, and then December some date. I just, I forgot because it was so many dates, so many months, and every time it's changed. So I just lost in these months.
You said you just want to fight. So were you in training and then you had to stop?
Exactly.
Then you had to stop?
Yeah, exactly. That's how I was. You can't peak, all the time. You have to, to get in the best shape, but you can hold that kind of shape for a long time, because your body will break everything, So yes, I got into the shape. I lost weight. I at least to be honest, 2 times I almost got flight tickets to fly in US. So one time and then month later on because of the dates changing.
Okay. So typically when you're in camp, how soon before the fight do you get to the US?
Before like 6-7 weeks, but now I will go for like a longer training camp because it was this and that. So I want to, just be there. I know I will have some media stuff to do, So I want to spend more time and get like quality sparring.
Yeah, well, you're going to have a lot of media to do for this fight coming up.
Yeah. So he was all over the board with that, man. Yeah, he said he had a bunch of them, didn't he? Yeah, okay. Make sure we write about this one. Hold on. Yeah. So Bud left to fight this year and had a December date to fight Spence. Yep. Well, the thing about it is, man, man, it's like this, man. Where we are now is Spence. Man, it's crazy, man. I don't know, man. Man, I'm at a loss for words on it right now, man. Let me just tell you how I feel about this, man. Let me tell you how I feel about this. Yeah. There was issues on that, man. At the end of the day, man, they never gonna stop that line, though. I mean, to me, man, they capping, dog, and they're not gonna stop it. Then that shit, it's not gonna stop, man. It's not gonna stop. They're gonna keep playing Ring Around the Roses, musical chairs, and all that, and everybody taking up for Bud, and man, they just need to get it together and all this, man. Okay. The thing that they know is that none of us seen that contract. None of us knew 100% what went on behind closed doors. None of us. And that's what they playing off of. But this is my point. Man, we passed all that shit. We passed all that right now. So is Bud gonna fight the dude or not? If he ain't gonna fight the dude, Spence just needs to drop the belt. Because this is the thing. If Spence fights Thurman, what makes us think Bud is gonna fight in May? Then he's got to fight. He's gonna have to turn around and fight Boots. Then you think you think Bud is gonna be ready to fight him right after Boots? Bud gonna keep playing. Bud gonna keep waiting. Tell me, man, he just don't want to fight me. He don't want to fight me. So at the end of the day, the only damn thing Spence can do is just drop the damn belts. Yeah. But the problem is if he fights Thurman, beats Thurman, what a Bud right after that, man. He wants to fight everybody but me. Because remember, that's what he said. He tried to throw that bull out there saying, oh, man, Spence said he never wanted to fight Thurman, but I see he can ready to fight Thurman. That's what they want. That was a lie. Spence wasn't even trying to fight Thurman. Spence didn't even take on a fight. He said, I'm going to circle the block and wait on you. What's up with you, Hollywood? He said, I'm going to circle the block and I'm going to wait on you. He did not take a fight, man. He ain't took a fight, not yet. He wants to fight Bud right now. But Bud ain't doing, I don't know, man. I'm just hoping something goes for kind of closed doors, man. I think Spence's only choice with this is, man, to be honest, Spence needs to say, look here, Bud, if you ain't fighting, dog, I'm out of here. Period. And just leave. That's it. That's it. That's it. Just go, man. Just go. Go on up to 154, man, and go up there and try to be great at 154, man. Because you're not gonna be great around Bud. Bud is not gonna fight you. Yeah. Yeah, Spence Spence, look, man, Spence been trying to fight that dude. Bud ain't wanting to fight. Period. Yeah, man. The thing about it is, man, I want to see that fight real bad. But this is the position Spence is gonna be in. If he fights Thurman, who's to say Bud is gonna fight him in May? Who's to say it? Because if they give Bud an easy way out, because guess what? Jerron decided I'm gonna go WBA. When you could have been Bud's mandatory. You had Bud boxed in. Bud was boxed in, but you give Bud a way out. Then he goes, well, I just go this route and go with Spence. Well, Spence fights Thurman, you still gonna be waiting. Spence is not gonna turn right around and fight you right after that. If he drops the belt, you gotta go out there and try to go collect all the belts again. It doesn't, what the hell is going on in boxing? Man, can somebody explain to me what the hell is going on in boxing? What are these people thinking, man? Yeah, Bud's gonna sit till May. He's gonna sit. He's gonna sit till May. Bud is definitely gonna sit till May, dude. He wasn't pushing that, man. He makes every fight happen but this one. Then they go, well, we just gonna go ahead and push the IBF. You was right there for the the WBO. Man, it doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't. You was in position on two different cards. Boots was in position. You positioned for Spence. You positioned for Bud. Man, it doesn't make sense, man. Man, when you look at here, man, let me say this. Look. Look at this, man. For the welterweight division, Terrence Crawford up under him had Virgil Ortiz, who is now fighting somebody. Man, if I was Spence, if Bud don't take this fight, I'd do him like I did Thurman. I wouldn't fight Bud. Because by that time, Bud gonna be 36 years old, 37 years old, and you ain't gonna get the credit you deserve. Don't fight him. I would never fight Bud after this. If Bud didn't want to do it. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Think about this. Virgil Ortiz, he's going to fight. He's going to be out of there. Jerron Ennis is going to fight. He's going to be out of there. Who's left? Keith Thurman. That means Spence has to pick up Keith. He has to. Who's next? Connor Ben. He's not there no more. You know who Crawford's mandatory is going to be? Alex Rocha, more than likely. Bud is going to take that fight. And he's going to say, nobody else wanted to fight me. I'm fighting my mandatory. That's what he's going to say. Man, somebody's getting paid off behind freaking closed doors, man. This is just too damn convenient, man. It's too convenient. Dude, I don't get that. I don't get that either. You're already in position for Spence. You're right there for Spence. You're the WBA. Once Virgil Ortiz and Stanionis agreed to fight, right? You still IBF and you the WBO. It puts you up at the WBO. You IBF and WBO. You're there. Why would you take that fight? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, Spence is boxed in. Crawford ain't. And if I was Spence, I'd just get rid of the damn belts. Because at the end of the day, if you can't fight for undisputed, then why the hell you there? There's no need to be at 147. Bud's got that last belt. What you do is get rid of all the belts and let all them fight for it. You throw a monkey wrench in their stuff. You throw it out there in theirs. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense at this point. Jerron Ennis should not have taken that fight. I get it. He's upset. He had to wait this long. He wants his shot. But you are already there with IBF. You taking this belt, you taking this shot over here, right? You taking this other shot. Man. Keith Thurman was getting a shot anyway. That's just it, period. Jerron shouldn't have took that fight, not for a belt. He should have took the fight, but not for the belt. He should have said, I don't want the belt. Keep the belt. Keep the belt. I don't want the belt. I want to fight you. Because it doesn't make sense. It didn't put him in the best position. And I could be wrong. If y'all see where I'm wrong at, tell me. Jerron was in a better situation before if he don't fight for that belt. You know what I'm saying? Jerron was in a better situation. You fighting Karen, man. I would have just said, nah, man. I'll fight you, but not for the belt. I don't want the belt. I don't want it. I don't want it. That's what he should have said. He should have said, man, I don't want the belt. I'll take the fight. I win, keep the belt. Don't do that. I don't know. I think if once he takes it, he might be it might automatically take him out the ranking. Yeah. Sean Porter was his mandatory, but in 18 months, he's got to fight again. 18 months will be this May. See, he fought in November last year. Sean Porter. That's 12 months. So another 6 months past that, you looking right there. He's got to get ready to go take it in May. He's got to take it. That makes him his 18 months. See what I'm saying? So Bud got more time. He got all the way up until May because this last fight wasn't a mandatory. Boots would have been getting the shot in May. Right. But what I'm saying, T, think about this. If he didn't take that fight, when May comes up, he's automatically mandatory for Crawford. Automatic. He's mandatory for Crawford. He's mandatory. Crawford can't go nowhere. And if Crawford don't fight Spence, he's mandatory. If Crawford and Spence fight, he's still mandatory for those belts. You know what I'm saying? He should have just sat on that, man. He should have sat on that. He should have sat on that. You know what I'm saying? Because look at it like this. Think about this. He wants that one by Spence, right? But okay, then you're right. He'll have one, but at the end of the day, he gonna want them other ones. They gonna say he didn't beat nobody. That's what they gonna say. Man, he'd have rather fought. He would have rather got Crawford or stood up in there. I would have just said, nah, man, let me be right. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't understand why he did it. I wouldn't have took that fight. Not me personally. But hey, I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, he would, but man, he still had to go get them other ones. He still got to go to Crawford. At least with Crawford, at least with Crawford, if Crawford decided he don't fight Spence, he would have had to fight Jerron. Jerron win that belt. Jerron is already fighting for undisputed. 2 fights to undisputed. 2 fights to undisputed. It me, I sat this long, I would leave Terrence boxed in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Thurman just knocked everybody out of the way. So my point is, I would have just sat there. I just sat there and said, nah, bud, you fighting me next. May, I got a shot. I don't have to go and do nothing. In May, I'm mandatory. I'm mandatory in May. Either you fight Spencer, you fight me. If you fight me, I'm taking your belt and I'm fighting for undisputed. It's a win-win situation. Yeah, they are. But I don't bet on Bud. Listen, if Bud fights Spence, he's in a great position. He really is. Well, he's still mandatory. He still would have been mandatory WBO. He was still mandatory there. He was still mandatory. Because he's ranked on all of them. He's WBA, he's number 2. WIBF, he's number 1. WBO, he's number 1 now that Virgil's gonna be gone. So he was in a win-win-win situation, no matter what happens. But it's cool. If Crawford does that, Spence wins that. I mean, Spence wins undisputed. And if they got a rematch clause, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's number 2 on WBO, but Virgil Ortiz is fighting Stanionis. So that takes care of that. They eliminating each other out. So that's gonna move him to WBO number 1. That's gonna move him there. Because the only person up under is Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman ain't gonna fight him. He can't fight Conor Benn. Conor Benn is PED. That's it. They had to rank him as number 1. Oh, it's par for the course for his fighters. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We definitely played your clip earlier. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't know, man. So do y'all think Spence gonna go ahead and fight Thurman, or do y'all think that if he don't get Bud, he gonna move up? What's your thoughts on that? Do y'all think Spence is gonna fight Thurman or give up the belts? Because that's where we are now. He's real adamant about not fighting Thurman. Me personally, I want to see him fight Bud, but I'm like, even if he fights Thurman, I want to see the Thurman fight. I really do, but I don't think Bud fighting. I don't know if Bud will fight him after that, because Bud can fight him now. Yeah. Virgil definitely don't want to fight Boots. He definitely don't want to fight Boots. Definitely not. Yeah, Spence said he was gonna do that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? Boots, hey, all jokes aside, Boots deserves it. He deserves a title shot. He's there. He deserves it. It's just we thought we were gonna get undisputed. What's up, Will Peoples? Salute, man. So you don't think he's gonna fight Thurman first? Then he's gonna go right into the Bud fight? Yeah, we played Chicken Talk. We played your clip. T Word sent me your clip and gave me the timestamp on it. We went in there to hear what Stanionis had to say. So you think he'll watch Thurman? I don't know, man. I know Spence said he just really adamant about not fighting Thurman, so I don't know if he gonna fight him or not. We're gonna find out if he just gonna wait it out. Yeah, I think he is too. That's what I thought. I thought he's gonna wait until Bud, but you know, if considering they make him fight him or strip him, then he's got no choice. Ooh, ooh, dang, Will, forget that. Yeah, he ain't trying to fight Thurman. Listen, I still don't like Thurman dodging everybody. I don't. He made everything hard, but I would like to see Spence and Thurman fight for boxing reasons. But my own selfish reasons, I like Thurman to be punished and have to fight Boots first. Because he keeps trying to dodge everybody. And I think he should be made to fight, work his way back up a little bit. At least one fight. That's what I think. Yeah, I agree with that too. It's high risk, no reward. Crawford even said that. High risk, no reward, man. Yeah, Crawford versus Spence fights #1 rematch, tiebreaker. 3 Bud retires. That is talk here in Omaha. Mm. So y'all think Crawford gonna win? Y'all think Crawford gonna win and then beat Spence in a rematch? That's what y'all think, TD? It could happen. Crawford can fight. Can't say it can't. Yeah. Thurman can't handle them body shots, man. Thurman can't handle them body shots. Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does. But let me ask y'all this: with him beating Karen, do y'all think that that's going to give him all the recognition he needs? Yeah. That's what Chicken Talk. That's what T was telling us. Yeah. Well, we got to see what we got to go ahead and see what Jerron gonna do. But is he gonna get enough credit for fighting Karen? You know what I mean? The problem is, how much credit do you get for fighting Boots at this point in time when he hadn't had a real big fight, which he deserves. He deserves a big fight. He definitely deserves a fight between Spence and Bud. So I don't know, man. Said Thurman will be running around the ring all night once that body gets touched. Oh, hell yeah. Thurman to get out of Dodge quick. Hey, but I like that about Thurman. That dude take a body shot, spit out his mouthpiece, and he on his bicycle. Catch me if you can. I like it. Hey, you gotta beat that dude. So he's closing out his career. Do you think he's gonna fight Spence next? TD, do you think he's gonna go ahead and fight Spence next? Hey, I hope that's good news. Yeah. As soon as he wins interim, he's coming out the other 3 ranking systems. Hey, listen. He did that with Barrios too. Soon as he got hit in that spot in that abdomen, right? In that same little spot, he spit his mouthpiece out and took off running. And I enjoyed it. Cause I'm like, hey, listen, it ain't that you took a hard punch in the ring. It's how do you get around that? I don't care that he got on his bicycle. He'd be a fool to stand there and get knocked out or get hit again, right? Said Spence spinning his wheels going after Bud. Yeah. But hey, listen, I don't mind it. I don't mind it because it's about survival. It's like, hey, I'm gonna do what it takes to win. I like that about Keith. You know what I mean? Keith gonna do what it takes to win. He got punched in the stomach. He spit his mouthpiece out, and he was 100 miles and running. And when he got his head together, he came back for some more damage. You know what I mean? So I was cool with that. I was cool with that. I ain't messed up with that. Yeah, said Al Heyman makes the fights, not Crawford. Yeah, y'all might be right. Nah, you know, Spence makes his own fights. Oh, yeah, he gonna lose some points. But what would you, hey, Brittany, what would you rather him do? Lose points or get put down for 10 count? Lose a point. Run. You know what I mean? Run. Don't let that be it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that be it. If it wasn't for that little shot in the stomach, Keith probably would have beat Pacquiao that night. But it was that last getting hurt. That's what sealed the deal for Pac. That would be nice. Listen, TD. Hey, look. I'm okay with it. Listen. It won't hurt my feelings who wins. I just want to see them fight. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I stand on it. I favor Spence more, me personally, and I like Spence as a fighter a little bit more, especially after this whole situation. But I can't say definitively that Spence gonna beat Crawford or it won't happen just like you say. I just want to see him fight. But I don't want Thurman to be no older. I mean, I don't want Bud to be no older, so they won't be saying, well, you know, Bud was old. No, they got to fight like right now. Right now. Got to go out on his shield. That's what I want to see. Yeah, but Thurman, you got to make him go out on his shield. That's part of the boxing world. If there was a December date available with PBC and Bud went to be okay to fight in December, what you call that? Left him in the dust. Yeah. Man, but hey, like I said, I want to see that, bro. I want to see that. I don't, any scenario, I want to see that. It don't matter. It don't matter who win. I ain't going to cry. May the best man win. But at least we get to find out who's the best. You know what I'm saying? And then they can move up after that. And to be honest, I would love to see them fight Jaron Ennis, but Jaron Ennis is of the new guard. So if they don't fight him, I ain't gonna cry about it. Long as they two fight each other. Long as Spence and Thurman fight each other. What's up for Shirley Sean? Salute, fam. Yeah, man. As long as they fight each other, that's all I care about. Let them fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see that. You know what I mean? Both know a loss to each other would not hurt them overall. Nah, it won't. Listen, man. Look, let me ask you this. When you look at Hagler Hearns, you look at any of them past guys that had to fight each other, we don't sit there and talk down on any of them dudes. If anything, it don't matter who won. We like them legends. They all fought. Bud at 47, Boots at 54, then Fandora. Man, I just want to see him fight, man. And I don't want Bud to be no older. You know what I'm saying? Just like, let me tell you this. I respect Bud. Listen to this. I respect Bud. There was a date, but no money, so they. Yeah, but it was money. It was money. Showtime had money. They didn't even have all the fights last year, so Showtime definitely had the money. The network got money. Period. Put it this way, you gonna tell me that BLK Prime got more money than Showtime? You gonna honestly say that? You gonna say that? Please. You know what I mean? Man, listen. Let me say this. Hold on. Oh, Virgil gonna go fight Staniosis. He ain't getting in there with Boots. He's not getting in there with Boots, man. Ain't gonna happen. But let me tell y'all where I respect Bud at. Y'all remember when Spence had the wreck, right? And they was coming back talking about, hey, what about fighting Spence next? What did Crawford say? He said, no, I don't want to fight Spence now. He said, I'll fight Spence after he has a fight, so that way I get my full credit. Dude, I had Bud at my number one pound for pound. I was like, that's what a pound for pound is. And I'm giving everybody hell about Canelo. I'm in every chat going off about Canelo, talking about how he a duck and all kind of stuff. And Spence and Crawford ain't. You know what I mean? I kept saying that. Who gonna be the Smoot of the night? Yeah. Yeah, we need Smoot in here, huh? Yeah. But what's up, AM Sports? What's up, Jay? Yeah, it said BLK Prime. Yeah, they were. They was. Why would they not be willing to do that? They don't have a listen. They don't have a dog in that fight. So why would they? Why would Showtime protect Spence? They want money. They don't care which fighter does what. So why would they not want to pay Bud? Steven Espinosa always just kept saying, Guzman, listen. Steven Espinosa kept saying, they got to be realistic about what they wanting. They're not saying that they won't pay Bud, but they won't pay Bud $50 million. I'm not saying that's what Bud wanted. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. So how is it BLK Prime can come out here and you telling me they got all the money? You know what I'm saying? And regardless to what they paid Bud, we know is everybody going back and forth whether they gave him $2 million, whether the pay-per-views was $39 per pay-per-view. It would have had to sell over 100,000 pay-per-views. If they paid him $10 million, it would have had to sell closer to 200,000 pay-per-views. We all know it didn't sell that. We know it didn't. But let's say it did. Who cares? Where we are now, is he going to fight Spence or not? Are they going to fight or not? Yeah, you get paid what you weigh. Bud knows that. Everybody knows that, man. But for the sake of argument, man, that's why I said at the beginning of the show, man, everybody going to stick to their guns, man. You know what I'm saying? Bud could come out right now and say, you know what? It was a little bit on me, and they'll still back Bud. Yeah, man, Bud already said it. He admitted it. You know what I mean? But this time, it definitely ain't going to be. They're going to say whatever they got to say, man. Man, listen, they comped a lot of tickets, man. I don't know how many tickets they comp, but y'all telling me, we looked on her. I showed you guys on her. You could see on her the seats that were still available Friday. So if you tell me that everything about sold out from Friday night to Saturday, hey, I can't show that's a lie. I don't believe it, but I can't prove it. He said Bud came out on IG Live saying they weren't getting upfront money, only back in. They had a private company willing to give them about $20 million each. So let me ask you this, Guzman. Showtime said they weren't letting no one touch the fight. Let me ask you this. So if Bud fought for them for $2 million, right? Right? That's what the thing came out and said, right? Yeah, I remember he fought Jeff Horn. But Jeff Horn shouldn't have beat Manny beat Jeff Horn. I know AM Sport. Yeah. It definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't. It wasn't sold out. But what everybody doing, this is what everybody doing. Everybody's using common sense. They know Bud and them lying. They know the arena wasn't sold out. They know it wasn't sold out. They know Bud didn't sell 100,000 pay-per-views. They know that. Now it's, he never said he was getting $10 million. Oh, you was there, it was full. No, you wasn't. If you was there, show pictures. Matter of fact, you know what, TD? I ain't gonna call you that. I'll take your word on it. You gonna tell me it was full and they said it was 14,000 that sold out? How does it be full when capacity is 20,000? It's 6,000 seats. So it sold out overnight? I take you on your word. Okay, look, TD. I take you on your word. You say it's full, all 20,000 seats was sold out. Now, do you think the pay-per-view sold enough to pay Bud $10 million? Did Bud make $10 million or not? I don't believe Bud. Don't nobody believe Bud. Exactly. But TD said he was there and said it was sold out. It was full. The play. He didn't say sold out. He said it was full. My bad. I don't mean to misquote TD. Well, T word, you see that? TD said it was 16,000. Even though everybody's saying that, but guess what? I was out there. I can't prove the ticket sales. So that's one more thing I can't prove. I can't prove it. I can go by what I believe. Hey, man. Hey. Say that's still $2 million more than what he's getting back, Hopes. Okay, so you don't think that Showtime would pay Bud $3, $4, $5 million? You think, well, okay, well, let me ask this. What do you think they got against Bud where they don't want to give Bud a little bit of money up front? What do you think it is, Guzman? You think it's because they don't like Bud? You think Showtime don't like Bud? You think that's what it is? Because that ain't on PBC, really. Okay. Well, okay, Bud sold it out. Okay, TD, well, let's say this. Bud sold it out, and we all wrong. Okay, we all wrong. Okay. Yeah, okay, right. Well, let's just say this. Let's say BLK paid Bud $10 million and Avenesian $15 million. They lost out. Bud made all his money. Bud said he agreed to fight Spence, but Spence didn't want to fight in 2022. Right? Let's say Bud is right about that. Right? Is Bud going to fight Spence next or not? That's all I care about. Hey, listen, Jay. Hey, listen. They're going to believe what they want to believe, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to argue that all the way up because you know why? Can't nobody really prove it. Can't nobody really see Bud's check to see that Bud didn't get $10 million, which you know Bud didn't even make $4 million. Bud got $2 million up front and 70-30 on the back end. I'm sure Avenesian can contest to that. You know what I'm saying? But they'll still lie. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Like they always say, a lie don't care who tell it, long as it's being told. Okay. So well, let me ask you this. Why you think they won't pay Bud what he's worth? How much do you think Bud is worth? And why wouldn't Showtime give him what he's asking for? Yeah, they don't deserve it. Spence don't want upfront money. Spence said I wouldn't get upfront money. Don't push Spence on that. Spence don't want the upfront money, most of the upfront money. He wants his money out the back end. You're going to make way more money out the back end than you will on the front end. That's just the way it works. So my question is, Bud said he agreed to everything. He didn't like it. He wanted to make sure he was good. Right. Aaron been saying that Bud don't sell. Man, listen, TD, if you was there in that arena, I know people that was there in that arena. And no, they said it was a really good show. They said it was really good. It was really professional, but it was not sold out. It wasn't. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And them tickets in that arena was like $54. And somebody came and said, man, all the tickets was like 100 and more. Man, there was so many tickets on Groupon for $45. And it wasn't sold out before the day of the fight. So you mean to tell me the day of the fight, everybody came in and paid the $45 and $50 and sold that thing out? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Please tell me, man. Tell me. I don't believe that. But my point is this, TD. Hey, my point is this. Bud said that he agreed to everything. Why we got to go back and negotiate? Why can't Bud say, okay, well, let's go and get this done? I'm going to shut Spence up for once and for all. Because that's what he said. But every time we bring that up, y'all go silent. Y'all always go silent. Every time I ask that one question right there, y'all go silent. I've been arguing with people for the past 2-3 days. I keep saying that. I keep saying, well, okay, if everything y'all said is true, I give y'all that. I give it to you. Bud said, and this is what Bud said. Bud said, I agreed to everything. When him and Spence argued over Twitter, they both said they agreed. So if they both agreed, then why is Bud talking about going back to the negotiation table? Why can't we just go from there? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, TD. Find the official attendance. Please do. And let me know. Let me know. I could be wrong. But my point is the thing that I know I'm not wrong about, because them are speculations. I can speculate it. I looked that up. We looked it up, and it says Bud got $2 million. It said that he got 70% of the purse and 30% went to Avanesian. That already came out. So whether it was right or wrong, hey, they was $40. Then they grabbed the tickets and resold them for $54. The promotion pulled a fast one on the fans. So, well, hey, my point is this. If they was up there for sale for $40 all the way up until the day before, and they went and bought all them tickets for $40 and turned right around and sold it for $54, why didn't the people just buy it at $40 Thursday? So you mean to tell me everybody that walked through that door at the last minute decided a couple of thousand people showed up and didn't buy one at the last minute? Is that what happened? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. But I always ask the question, hey, TD, why you looking for the attendance, right? That it really don't matter. It don't matter if he, let's say he did sell 20, let's say, hey, he broke it down. Hey, AM Sports broke it down. Look at Jay. Jay broke it down. The PBC syndicate was probably trying to freeze Crawford out and get him to sign for less. That's probably what it was. Probably what it was. But hey, either he gonna sign for less and go and take Spence belt or not. Where we at on that? He said 14,630 was the attendance from this. That's what he's getting. He's checking the books and he said he got 14,000. So TD is going, hey, AM, hey, Jay, if you got the link, you can post the link in here. You can post it if you feel like it. You post the link in here. TD can go straight there. The main question is, and Guzman and TD, it was announced 18,000 heard it on Regis' interview. Okay, cool. Just because they said it don't make it true. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean it's true. It don't mean it's true. But let's say it's true. Let's say this. TD and Guzman. Let me ask y'all this. Let's say Bud, lower bowl sold out pretty fast. Upper bowl went blue collar last minute guys. Okay. Let's say they did. Okay. No. Hear me out. Let's say this. The arena holds 19,000 or 20,000. Let's say Bud sold the whole arena out and they stuffed in another 5,000. 25,000 showed up at that arena and 5,000 people was just in standing seats. It was no room, right? My question is Bud going to fight Spence next? That's my question. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 18K. Well, let's say they sold on 20,000, they had 25,000 people came in. Right? Bud said that he agreed to everything Spence wanted and he wanted to fight. And Spence wanted to fight next year. Can we still not go with that? Why are we still going back? Why is everybody arguing, going back and forth? Why can't we just say Spence and Bud pick up where they left off at and they both agree? Spence signed the contract, send it to Bud. All Bud got to do is say, okay, let's change the date on the arena on the day we doing that. What date y'all got? Guess what? PBC has arenas and dates already reserved. They can pick a date, put the date on the contract, send it back over to Bud, and Bud can sign. Spence can sign and Bud can sign. All they got to do is change the date. That's it. What's the problem here? TD and Guzman, what's the problem? Well, he said he agreed. Now you talking, oh, come on, TD. You can't keep changing up the narrative. You can't keep moving the goalpost, my man. Bud said he agreed to everything. They didn't have no success. They took a loss. Matter of fact, they really didn't take a loss because Bud didn't make no money. They didn't pay Bud nothing but $2 million, and they gave him money off the back end. That's how that went down. And they still took a loss off of that, probably. They still took a loss. Bud probably made, I don't know. Bud probably made $4 million, $5 million. But TD, answer my question. If Bud agreed, why does he need guaranteed money now? What happened? What happened between the Avanesian fight and now? What happened? Yeah. Yeah, I've been League of Legacies, you're right. And that's how you know he doesn't want to fight. Davis Garcia showed you can announce your next 2 fights. They weren't the first to do it, but there are the most recent. Yep. Yep. You had overseas pay-per-view. Yeah, you did, but it was a cheaper rate over there too. It was a cheaper rate across these too, AAR. Don't forget that. No top athlete plays without a guaranteed contract. He had everything but that. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, come on. Okay, so let me ask you this. They don't play for that because it's a long-term thing. Bud got 1 fight in him. When Bud steps through that ropes, his money is there. Whatever the pay-per-views pulled is there. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed, man. I don't understand what you're saying, TD. It's guaranteed. Bud said he didn't want them trying to scam him. He wanted to make sure he was getting enough money out of there. He's saying this is Bud's argument. Bud's argument is I don't want to fight Spence, and they tell me on the back end, because they're not giving me no guaranteed money, that my share is 15 million when my share should be 30 million. If the fight grosses a lot more than what they say, I'm thinking they're going to hide money. Bud trusts people in the mob and a new startup company than he does PBC. And then he says, oh, black people are haters. That's what Bud said. Oh, man. Right. Exactly. That's what Bud said. Then I say I'm wrong because they go, Bud needs more guarantee. How does Bud need more guarantee when it was Bud's ass that asked for everything? And listen, the Twitter stuff is still up on Twitter. We can all go back through that again. Spence said, I gave you everything they went back and forth. And Spence, like, I gave you all, they went back and forth. They aired their dirty laundry out right there on Twitter. Both of them 2 dudes did. Both of them did. Okay, he might be getting TD. Listen, you saying everything. Okay, let's say he get the best advice in the world. Let's say he does. He gets the best advice in the world. Is he gonna fight Spence next or not? Do we gotta go back through this negotiation thing again? And why? You know what I mean? That's what I want to know. Yeah, Bud's card was trash. His whole card was trash. That whole thing was trash. Hey, for surely, Sean. Hey, I think you got it right, bro. Hey, TD TD, you see it? You see it? Oh, wait, my bad. That's my bad, guys. That's my bad. There we go. Right there. Cash out. I mean, not cash out. It's 954-408-3312. Anybody want to call in? They can. Anybody want to call in? The number's on the screen. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it right in the comment section. There we go. Don't think we ducking it. There it is. Right there. There it is right there. There you go. Yeah. There you go. My point is, you can call in, TD. You are Guzman. I'll let you talk. I ain't gonna listen. I'm not even gonna get in your way, fam. I'll let you call in and talk. Phone lines are open. But I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all said Spence don't want to fight, but let me ask you this, TD. You and Guzman. Y'all remember this?
Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're gonna make that happen?
Huh?
You're gonna make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm gonna get these straps and I'm gonna go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, straps easy. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
Yep, I heard that. Y'all remember when the fight was over with? They asked Bud told me I'm gonna go on vacation. They asked Bud, what's he gonna do? What happened? And guess what? Guess what they said? I saw people arguing today. They said, well, why didn't Spence go to the fight? He should have went to the fight and got up in the ring with Bud. I said, for what? He called Bud out. They supposed to be fighting. He put up pictures and everything else, and Bud ain't saying nothing. Bud is just liking the limelight of everybody begging him to fight. He likes that better than proving his worth. Boxing fan 037. Spence did. You remember when Bud said he signed? Y'all remember that? You remember that? Oh, go ahead and say you don't watch Bernie's channel. Bernie said that. And listen, more than one of Bud's contacts said that. He signed and he's waiting on Spence. Spence had the official contract, sent it over to his lawyers. They hadn't heard from Bud in 2 weeks, and Bud announced he had a fight. Hey, I hope I'm in luck. I want to see the fight. If he's setting up for retirement, guess what? All you gotta do is drop Spence and go up there and beat Charlo. But TD, guess what? He's not gonna fight Spence. He probably won't fight Spence, man. Because the thing about it is he don't want to go into retirement with a loss. He think that fight might be a little too close. Yeah, call in. Call in, big. Call in, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. I missed the joke. I missed it. Oh, let me go back. Hey, everybody. Y'all crazy, man. Yeah. 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 Said Spence didn't sign. Oh, here we go. So basically, he sent it over to Spence, and Spence didn't sign. So Spence just hold on to the contract. Oh, man. Really? You really feel that way? If that's the case, Gervonta Davis is a cash cow, and they letting him fight. He's got 2 good fights coming up. They all lost on the PBC. It don't matter if Terrence Crawford beat him. They're going to make more money for the second fight. Spence gets 2 shots at that. And you think Bud is going to beat Spence twice in a row? I don't believe that at all. I don't think he's going to beat him the first time. Go ahead on, TD. You trolling. TD full of it, man. Yeah. We just want, we just want to hear it. We want to hear it. I ain't no debate, man. I shut up. Listen, TD. All jokes aside, I'll let you say what you gotta say, bro. I won't do that. Dude, Bud fans, they just as bad as Canelo. They really are. I ain't gonna say as bad, but they right there with him. Canelo's fans been riding high for him for you. Listen, that dude said, I'm not fighting no Mexicans. And them dudes like, hey, that's cool. Canelo can do that. You're like, really, dude? Really? That dude dodged the whole country. His fans back him up still. Ain't that something? Yeah. That's crazy, man. That is crazy to mud, man. That is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, listen. Anybody can call into the show. It's open, man. Anybody can call to the show. It's open. You know what I mean? There you go. Y'all can all call in, man. It's open. Anybody want to smoke? Anybody want to talk it up? Hey, listen, man. We good to go. We good to go. We are good to go, man. We got it right here. Y'all can call right on in. Hey, it's open. Yeah. Phone line's open, bro. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Legal legacies.
To accept.
Showboating Sports, you on. What's going on, League?
Hey, what up, man? What up? How everybody doing?
Man, just fine, man. Go ahead, man. We let you go on in there and cook for a minute.
Hey, this fight ain't happening, man. it ain't happening because one person ain't he don't want it to happen. You know, like if you, like I said, if you look at everything that we just talked about last night, you know, they keep, other Crawford fans, oh, how he not get a guarantee? He's the only person they don't do stuff they ain't want it, but he got 3 guarantees that he turned down. Like Crawford think he's slick. He be telling partial truths, man. And them be the ones, them partial truths mixed with lies. That's how you know somebody, they know what they doing because they mix it like that. Yeah, it's no guarantee, but you left out, you said no to 3 different guarantees while y'all were negotiating. So, but he said that they never gave him a guarantee, right? So that's one lie he slipped up on. Right. Another lie, or again, just trying to be slick, he said he wanted transparency and they wouldn't get at it. But what he asked for was transparency, which I believe when Errol said what you asked for was already in the first contract, I think that was the transparency part because that's part of a regular contract.
Right.
But I don't think he understands that. It's just like the whole, the part of a regular contract, but he was saying, he ain't asked for that. Like that's regular. Like as a champion, that's a regular part of your contract because everybody has a puncher's chance.
Right.
So they have that in there. Normal stuff. So what he left out was that he was asking to be able to control what the money is spent on. He ain't say that part though, but that's the part that they were actually sent.
Hello, Lee. Hello. Give me a second. Come on. Man, your phone cut all the way out, my man. Hello.
I don't make no sense.
Yeah. Your whole phone cut out, man. We missed all of that.
Oh, the phone cut out?
Yeah. Your last little bit, man, it just went dead. I was trying to call your name and it just went all the way out.
Oh.
Hey,
No,
Britta,
hold
1 second. Hey, Britta, where'd you send it to? Wherever you send it to, tell me where to look for that. I just looked on Twitter and Instagram. But go ahead, Lee. Go ahead, keep cooking, man.
I said the IRS is going to come by to get that money that they got receipts from everything they paid for. Unless you think it's this whole big scheme that all these other companies getting mixed in just to cheat one person.
Right.
They put their businesses on the line.
Right.
Try to screw the IRS just so they can screw you. Like that ain't happening. So that he's protected by law because he's paid out of that and they have those receipts. Those aren't just, swept up under the rug. Those are receipts that have to line up with the receipts. That's what the people they did business with.
Right.
So the IRS is already on top of that and he has access to that. So there's no reason for him to go back and forth about that.
Right.
Then on the IG live, remember when he said that he brought $50 million to the table And then Spence said, what about the back end?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, yeah, that's in there too. And then he said, well, who's it from? And he said, well, let's meet up and talk about that. Remember that part?
Yeah.
But then in an interview, he said Spence never asked where the money came from.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You see all these things back to back to back, you know?
Yeah.
And then that's why I understand why people be like, they riding with these same things that he constantly lying about.
Exactly.
But
it doesn't make sense.
And then the last thing, what was the last reason he gave? I wanted to fight this year. Like we just said, it could have been in the contract. But do you remember, and I had just remembered this, in an interview, he said, well, the contract's still live. I'm going to go ahead and handle this, and then I'm going to go over there and whoop Spence. You remember when he said that?
Right. What happened about that?
You ain't heard nothing like that since. So that's like, he don't want the fight. That's what that's saying to me, that you don't want the fight. Your energy just be changing. And
right.
It ain't like, again, Spence and them quiet. So what's going on to make you change your tune?
Right. That's my whole total question right there. If you say that I agreed to it, and that's why I was asking TD in here, Bud said he agreed to that, right? So why are we talking about going back to Javante?
Mm-hmm.
We thought, well, he got to have more. He got to have some guaranteed money. Well, something was worked out right that he agreed to. Why can't we still go with that? You know what I'm saying? They won't answer that question right there.
There is no answer because Crawford ain't got an answer. It's just gonna be another excuse because there's no reason for him to say, well, we'll see what work out for the team. And bro, you did 15,000 pay-per-view. What you mean what's gonna work out for the team? Come on, let's just be sensible about it. Like I said, don't say we don't know. Keep saying, man, Spence, I'm waiting, Like, keep saying something, because what you're saying right now, I mean, apparently the Crawford fans aren't really paying attention to it, but everybody else who's really looking at it and listening, like, you don't want that fight. Otherwise, it would be a fight, because you agreed.
It would already be a fight,
just a
man.
date change.
Like you said, it would already been a fight, man. Just a date change. Hey, AAR said this must be Spence's brother or something on the line. They coming at you on here, man.
I mean, but say what if they can come to me, but tell me what I said that Crawford ain't said. They coming for me. All I'm saying is what Crawford said. I ain't add nothing. Only thing I added was the 15,000 pay-per-views.
Hey, let me tell you.
Everything else I said is what came out of Crawford's mouth.
Exactly. They ain't gonna let it. But let me tell you what Boxing Fan 037 said. He said, "Be fair, Errol lies too. Both liars. Both are fighting each other." And he said, both not fighting each other, just sign the contract and make it happen. Nothing but arguing on social media. So he's saying these dudes are going back and forth on social media. These both just need to make the fight.
I got you, Boxing Fan, but here's the thing. Errol being quiet. That's what everybody keeps complaining about. Errol ain't even saying nothing. So you could say Errol lies too, but tell me what he lied about. See, I just told you the stuff that came out of Crawford's mouth. I'm not saying Errol don't lie, but I ain't seen it.
Right.
I mean, you can go ahead and put it out there, but I'm not coming from the standpoint of a fan. I'm just looking at facts.
Right.
That's it. Facts. Nothing else. That's all I'm riding on.
Right. And that's what it goes down to. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man. They just reaching what it is they looking at stuff and they're just seeing it from what they already believe from that perspective, rather than actually just looking at it and dissecting it.
Right.
Like the whole Mayweather thing. Like, if you look at Mayweather's mentality, what he's about, when Mayweather says the fight ain't happening this year, if you already believe Spence don't want it, you're going to say, see, because Spence don't want the fight. But if you pay attention to, like I said, what is Mayweather all about? He all about money. So why would he say it ain't happening this year? It's got to have something to do with money. What does that mean?
Exactly.
It ain't going to be enough money. So we gotta have time to do marketing. We got to have time to put stuff in place. It's not enough time to do all of that in a couple months. So it ain't happening this year. Like, that makes sense. But to just be like, oh, Mayweather said it ain't happening, that's because they don't want the fight. That don't make that's no money.
Exactly. But my point is, you don't think if Bud Spence then wouldn't have gave him $2 million guaranteed, they'd have gave him $2 million guaranteed if that's all he wanted. He wouldn't have got 70%, but they'd have gave him $2 million guaranteed if that's what he needed. He just fought for $2 million guaranteed.
They offered him $10 million.
Yeah, but they gonna lie and say they didn't.
Offer was $5 million.
They gonna lie and say that they never offered Crawford that money.
That's feelings. This is how you can say that's feelings talking, because they can't point to no, like they said themselves, that ain't never happened. So if it never happened before, what's making you think it's happening now? And if everybody always talking about the good things on PBC side, and then you got Aaron talking about he paid the fighters too much, how does that make sense that they ain't offered Crawford nothing?
Right.
The only way it makes sense is if you already believe that they don't want that fight to happen. So again, you bringing your own feelings into it and trying to make it make sense based off of what you already believe, rather than just looking at the facts.
Right. You're exactly right on that, man.
So yeah, man, that's all, man.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you calling in, man. We're gonna see if one of these Crawford guys want to step up, but be around. You might have to call back in again, man.
Hey, come with it, man. It's all love in here.
Yeah,
you just got to stand on it. That's all.
Exactly. Just stand on it. I don't care what you believe. Just stand on it, man. All right, man. Catch you back in the chat.
Like I said, Crawford, I ain't saying I'm not coming down here. I'm just saying, hey, just keep the same energy. Even if I know you don't want to fight, at least keep acting like it. That's all. Just stay consistent. That's all I'm saying. Be consistent with it.
All right, man. All right, man. Catch you back in the chat, man. All right. Yeah. So y'all look, man, the phone lines are open, man. Y'all can call in TD, boxing fan 037. Yeah, y'all can call in. Yeah. But hey, Birded One. Yeah, I just now looked that up that you sent me, man. Appreciate you sending me that. Yeah, I already saw that. Yeah, there's a whole big old thing about Crawford's gloves. Yeah, that's a big old thing, man. Yeah. David Avanesian said that his team wasn't allowed to inspect Crawford's gloves, and the gloves was torn. Everlast put out a statement saying that was probably bad leather that they had on there. And I guess it happened in both gloves or whatever else, but they said that, the doctor inspected it. Well, they all looked at it, inspected, the commission them inspected it, and they let them continue. Which what they should have done was let them change gloves. They should have changed the gloves out real quick. You know what I'm saying? They should have let him change the gloves out. But David Avanesian's people wanted to see the gloves, and they wouldn't allow him to do it. So I don't know what that's about, but they said they're gonna file something over that is what they're thinking about. Which it wouldn't have helped him anyway. David Avanesian wasn't gonna beat Crawford. Still should have been, they should address the gloves. They really should, but at the end of the day, he don't want another fight like that. And if I was Crawford, I wouldn't give him another fight like that. It wasn't that good anyway before the gloves busted. You know what I mean? I mean, everybody picked Crawford to win, but you still want it to be fair. You want to make sure it's that. I don't know what that means, but I don't know how the hell two brand new gloves bust. You know what I'm saying? It looked like they was war too. Looked like they was kind of, they didn't look like they was brand spanking new. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna accuse Bud because I don't think he would have. I don't. But at the end of the day, man, when something's not right, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it right. You got to make it right. You got to be fair all around the board. You know what I mean? And everybody gave every other fighter that has had problem with their gloves, everybody gave them hell. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it was right there on the thumb part or whatever else, but you still should have been able to allow them other guys to inspect it. I don't know if they were hiding something or not. I can't say this because I didn't see it, but I wouldn't think that. I wouldn't think that personally. I would, but I do think that they get to look at the gloves and inspect them. Everybody. And the commission should have made sure they switched them gloves. Hey, could be. But that's what Everlast said. They said it was the leather they had. It was just, wasn't good. Yeah. They should check into it, man. So this is the thing. This the thing. I think that they should make that a rule that any set of gloves, listen, it should be across the board like this. When you fight, you should be able to inspect the gloves before and definitely after. When you cut those gloves off, everybody in the ring should be able to examine those gloves right then and there. In the ring. Not outside the ring, not take them anywhere. You cut the gloves off. They should have somebody in there to inspect the gloves where both teams inspecting the gloves. You know what I'm saying? While they're waiting, they cut the gloves off. Then while they're sitting there tallying up the cards or making the last little thing, you cut the gloves off, you look at it, you inspect it real quick. It ain't hard. As soon as the fight over, you cut them gloves off, cut right down the laces and open them up. Why is that so hard, man? Why do we got to keep going through this? That's another part in the sport, not saying who's corrupt and who's not, but you leaving part in there for it to be corrupt. Yeah, they do. When they backstage, they supposed to check them. But the point is, I don't understand when they tearing up and doing all that. Let's say they come apart. They should be able to look into them. You know what I'm saying? They should. They should be able to cut them off and look at them right then and there. Right then and there. Have both of them check them again. That way, whoever from both parties want to look at the gloves, they can look at the gloves right there. You have somebody from the commission there, making sure nobody tampers more with the gloves to add something to it, to take away from it. And the fighter's manager, or the fighter's trainer, or whoever else can come look at the gloves and inspect both gloves, right? While the other trainer's inspecting that guy's glove. And then you got them right there looking. Somebody from the commission making sure ain't nobody sticking something in there, trying to pin something on the other one. And that takes care of all of this. That way, if you cheat in the ring, you caught. Had him inspect you again right out. Yeah. But he said he didn't get to. Just make it mandatory. Well, when it's over, that's what they do. Same way the referee go grab both fighters' hands and raise one fighter's hand up. Same way they do that. You go look at that. That's a part of the routine. Same way that you do in the dressing room. When they go in there and they sign your stuff and sign it and do all that, guess what? Look at it again when you come out. Oh man. Solar Man came in here with the shovel, putting the dirt on him, huh? He said the ducking champion of the world, Terry Dud Duckford. Okay. Yeah. Man, it's crazy, man. But where did TD go? We got the phone lines open. Why'd everybody run? Why'd TD disappear? He ran out the room. He turned in the bud. Great show. If there's any inside information here in Omaha, I will let you know first. Well, TD, you can call in, let us know, whatever, man. We just try to get you to call in, man. TD, we trying to get you to call in, man. Share it with us, man. Share it with us, man. Share it with us, man. But I'll assure you, if the fight goes on the other hand, and I will be glad to be roasting Spence. I sure would. Yeah, he ain't wanting none of that smoke. He ain't wanting none of that smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't wanting none of that smoke at all. Hey, we got it lined up for that smoke, man. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He said, nah, forget y'all. I'm going to bring it to y'all.
Elegance worldwide.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Showboating Sports.
What's going on with you, man?
What's up with you, man?
I'm chilling. So I see that there's a lot of fans that are Terrence Crawford fans.
Well, first of all, tell everybody who you are.
Marlon Wright.
All right, Marlon. Go ahead. Keep on cooking, man.
So there's a lot of Terrence Crawford fans. And I grew up in West California as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And Terrence Crawford, as I always see him, he reminds me of a gangbanger. And when I say that, is that gangbangers, they only care about their set.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at Terrence Crawford, what do you always talk about? His resume. You only care about his set. And as you care about your set, you have yes men around you. So they only care about the set as well. There's no strong men in Terrence Crawford's camp. They all have yes men.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna see when you have yes men around you, you're gonna be the leader. But if you have no guidance in front of you, you're going to be a follower that's leading other followers. So with that being said, you're always going to lie. You're always going to cheat. You're always going to steal.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Crawford always told you he don't care about the fans. Clear as day. He always lies. He contradicts himself in every interview if you look at it and listen to it. Yes, still, these fans want to hold him down because of the set of Terrence Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Crawford had a deal on the table that was much more. I don't want to say that this fight he just had probably cost him $3 million. $3 million is what he probably made off this fight after the flop shit. And you got to realize, people fail to realize, Terrence Crawford still got made mob ties as Tyson Fury. Now look at it. Tyson Fury was not selling at all. They was comping those tickets over there. Even at $20, so $20 or $40, they was comping those tickets over there to fill up the stand. Also, you see the glove gate went on with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's copy and paste money. This, I don't know if it's sanctioned or not sanctioned by Nevada, but then yes, still, you got to realize something. Even at $20 or $40, that crowd did not sell out. That's like giving tickets away because it was on TV. When it's on TV, you probably give some tickets away. Same thing they did over in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
He still have mob connections like Tyson Fury. It's the same copy and paste. Gov it's nothing different. Then now, let's think about this. This dude is getting paid $2 million upfront. He knew this a long time ago. He was negotiating with Black Prime and Errol Spence at the same time. If he wanted to fight in 2000, this year, he would have fought a long time ago because Errol Spence fought Ugas already. The problem is, and people fail to realize, Ugas beat Terrence Crawford before. When Ugas started complaining about how bad his injuries were,
Mm-hmm.
that's when the switch up came up. So the dude that beat me, and he's feeling this way, maybe I don't want to smoke. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want to smoke. That's why he's gonna wait all the way. Terrence Crawford is ruined boxing. He is the equivalent of Canelo. Mexican fighters, they fight Mexican fighters all day long, professionally and amateur. They are the equivalent. And I remember Terrence Crawford complained to Canelo about fighting black fighters. And
Mm-hmm.
after he had made that tweet, I'm pretty sure Canelo fans and followers got in his ear. Because Terrence Crawford is not a smart man. He's not. He goes by the wind. He's go by the wind. So somebody got in his ear and tell him like, oh, this is how you do this is how you do that, this and that, this and that. That is the issue right now. Terrence Crawford and Canelo are bad for the sport. Mm-hmm. They don't want to prove themselves as the best because they know they're afraid. They more care about the set, as I said, gangbanging.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make sure their depth is more important than their talent. They know they got skills. They're great in the boxer ring. But when somebody can test them, that's a problem.
Right.
Anybody comes close to them, that's a problem. They don't want problems. So PBC, I'm pretty sure, laid out a deal upfront money because
mm-hmm.
look at Spence's record in PBC. Every time Spence said he wants a certain fighter, he gets that fighter.
Right.
It was never if wins to Brock. But this one fighter, he can't get it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Look at the track record. Look at the track record. Look at the track record. You go by track. You got to go by logic, not feeling. So you said every time he said, "I want Danny Garcia," boom, got it. Michael Garcia, boom, got it. Nugas, boom, got it. Pacquiao, boom. Pacquiao was what he had, but it was a late replacement. And let's think about this. Terrence Crawford was always trying to chase Pacquiao, so they say. They say he always tried to chase Pacquiao. They both was at top rank. And that deal could get made?
Right, right.
Think about that. Think about that. He's been chasing Pacquiao for years. And we know Pacquiao. Pacquiao is about that life. So after all these years you've been chasing Pacquiao on the top rank, you couldn't get that deal? And Bob Errol been saying that he's been losing money after every fight. He said you build a mansion, Beverly Hills. You know how expensive Beverly Hills costs as a mansion.
Exactly.
So the top fighter is Manny Pacquiao, the top fighter, and somehow that couldn't get done. But the deal was Spence with Pacquiao. It got done. The only difference was Spence had an injury. The replacement was you guys. And who did you guys lose to? I mean, who did you guys beat before Spence? Pacquiao. The job could have got done. The thing about it is this. Terrence Crawford is not a smart dude. He needs a promoter. He needs a promoter. He needs somebody to hold his feet to the fire. But he's a game banger. He got that game banger mentality. I'm on my set, my record. I go to the Hall of Fame. He built a record off of Spence. Every time everything going on is all about Spence this. But he never fought Spence. The contract is on the table. They've been in negotiations since what? After Spence beat you guys. When Spence beat you guys in what? June? Was it June? July?
No, Spence beat him in April. It was like March. It was April.
Yeah. So from that point, this negotiation is going all along in December. Look how many months that is. Negotiations do not take that long in normal boxing talk. It doesn't. It doesn't. And look what the Spence said. He said, "This dude wasted all my time."
So
he wasted all my time.
So you don't think they're gonna fight now? You think the fight's gonna be totally off? Would you want to see the fight still?
Of course. Okay. I definitely want to see this fight. This is a worldwide fight. This is a intercontinental fight, worldwide fight. This is the thing. Since Crawford did this move, bad business, but as the rumor, bad business, but he did this business. Now, the money he was going to make before this fight, what this dude average, number 6, rank number 6. I'm calling rank number 6. As rank number 6, he fought rank number 6. This fight that he was gonna make more money before this fight. After this fight and see these numbers, Al Heyman ain't going for that. Al Heyman's a businessman. Spence don't have no promoter, so it's gonna be less money about to get now.
So you think they're gonna drop his fee down? You think they will?
Of course. Look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
He had better numbers for Bob Errol. And he's sued Bob Errol.
I hope they don't.
I
hope they don't.
We're not talking about hope. No, we're talking business wise.
Yeah, but the
businessman.
But the reason why I
No,
say
please, hold on.
okay,
This is your show.
okay,
Please, please, sir. Please. As a businessman,
uh-huh,
just put yourself in Al Heyman's shoes.
uh-huh,
I got one of my top guys here.
mm-hmm,
We wasted a whole year of this guy, and
mm-hmm,
this guy is not with a promoter.
mm-hmm,
So that means you got free reign. If you have a promoter, you got free. If you're not with a promoter, that means you got free reign. You can do whatever you want, right?
mm-hmm,
You're not down to nothing. So I'm with this guy. We wasted over 6 months with this guy. And I know I can get deals done real quickly. So 6 months with one of my number one fighters in my stable, money lost. And my fighter keeps saying, all I want is Crawford.
mm-hmm.
But then I'm thinking like, okay, I'm involved. I'm thinking like Al Heyman right now. I'm thinking, I got another fighter for you. I got Keith Thurman for you. So I don't like that guy anyway. Nah. I only want Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps saying over and then going back, no, but they take too long. They take too long. You say you want to fight this year. Nah, I don't care what you say. Give me that Crawford fight. And Al Heyman's like, no. I got another fighter for you. He's like, I don't care. Look at the T-shirt. This T-shirt is a storyline. Spence putting out T-shirts of a storyline, which is genius. It's a storyline. Al Heyman's a businessman. So he keeps saying like, yo, maybe you should put this on back burner. But there's one tweet Spence came out and said, Chance Crawford said he wanted like, I think 10 million or 15 million, something. Some crazy number, more than 2 million.
Mm-hmm.
And Spence tweeted like, pay that man. He said, pay that man.
Mm-hmm.
So now your point. Go ahead.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. They need that fight because Spence needs that belt. So Bud at this point has proven that it doesn't matter to him. He'll try to ride off in the sunset, but hold the belt hostage. Now, the thing about it is you could try to hold Bud's feet to the fire. Maybe it was a wake-up call for Bud to see that his numbers wasn't as good as he thought they would be, right? So Bud sees the whole picture a little more clearly now, right? So at the end of the day, if you cut Bud down a little bit, he's not going to fight. If you give him what you said before, say, listen, this is what we're going with, because at the end of the day, Showtime are here to make money. Showtime is the one that's going to back it and going to pay everything. So Showtime is not going to ever overpay a fighter. It's not going to happen. They're going to make sure that they stay in the comfort zone for their business stance, right? So you got two companies trying to merge to do this deal. So you got too many chefs in the pot. So when you look at it from that aspect, Spence wants to fight. Al Heyman is an advisor, so he's going to advise Spence. So right now, they know Spence needs this for his legacy. He needs to be undisputed. He's worked his way all the way up to this, and Bud knows that. That's why Bud is playing hard to get. So it's twofold. Either Bud, either A, you're going to fight or you're not. So we're going to offer you this as fair as we can make it, up to the point where we know our comfort zone is good, where Showtime won't be losing money. So it's only going to be one deal they're going to really give Bud. Now, Bud was asking for silly shit like, I want to make sure everything is so I can see everything. I want to make sure ain't nobody hiding money. But the Muhammad Ali Act takes care of all that anyway. So you're gonna see transparency. It's going to happen. So Bud, whether he understands or not understands, at the end of the day, there's only going to be so many other fights Bud can take. Bud is at the end of his career. He's 35 years old. He knows at 36 and 37, he's not going to be that much effective. So he can't take on these big guys then too. So he's going to be stuck to their David Avenesians, right? Right now at this point, because everybody gave Bud so much hell, if Bud goes and takes another one of those fights, it's over for Bud. If Spence moves up, Bud is not going to fight Boots. He's not going to do it. Bud said it himself. It's the it's high risk, no reward. So Bud is at a crossroads. So do they lowball Bud? I don't think they'll lowball him, but I don't think that they're going to give Bud no freaking 20-something million because Bud doesn't deserve it. It ain't guaranteed that, you know what I'm saying? You may think it's gonna make that money, but nobody's gonna put $20 million out or $15 million out guaranteed to him. It's not gonna happen. And Bud just proved why you wouldn't do that.
Okay, so there's 2 points that was just made that I think you skipped over that I was talking about. Number one, Terrence Crawford is a game banger. He only cares about himself, nothing else. He always shits on the fans. Did I say shit? I'm sorry. Yeah.
What?
He shits on the fans. So he don't care about what the fans think, who's backing him. And his fans don't pay nothing.
Right.
Look at his numbers. His fans is just game bangers as well. They just with the game. They don't know what this dude's a switch hitter. This dude's a knockout artist. But he's knocking out nobody. He's knocking out nobody. Cab drivers. That's one point. The second point is it's a pay decrease now. He can't go to this table now saying that I want the same money that was promised to me. They were like, look at your numbers. You sold 15,000 seats at $40 or $20, and you give away half the seats, like Tyson Fury. You get money when you go to the TBC. So those 2 points. He's a game banger, and his fans, game bangers, they don't put money into it. They didn't buy his spot. They don't do nothing. There was one fan talking about he was going to a concert. He just came online saying this. He's going to a concert versus going to see Terrence Crawford fight. Because number one, you're fighting a person who's not competitive. Number six, I'm calling number 6. And number 6 actually won probably 1 or 2 rounds of that fight of the fact that he was cheating like Tyson Fury of these gloves. Them gloves is wide open, and the commission board, they know what the hell they were doing. Black crime is not allowed long. This is just a whole, and they lost money. Like I said, they was washing money. That was washing money. Is what they were doing. That was the main goal, to wash money. They knew they weren't going to benefit that. They said the numbers. Every businessman looked at the numbers. They knew that was not going to fail due to the past record. And it was so horrible. When last time you seen these numbers of pay-per-view was so horrible? Let me ask you that question.
Man, listen, I haven't seen it.
I think it was 15 or 16 viewers that came there they were in European numbers. So they was at $40 a ticket. In America, you know that. You go to a boxing match. In America, that's not happening. That's not happening. And it's called, and they name it a private event. And let me tell you this. Besides Cyborg, name the undercard fighters.
Can't.
Can you name them?
Can't.
Nobody
can.
Fan, right?
Yeah, nobody can. Because those guys were irrelevant.
Thank you. It's because they was washing money. The contract is washing money. Same thing, Tyson Fury. They connect to the same person. Mob ties. That's why he don't care about the fans. He's solidified. He's a gangbanger. That's all he is, a gangbanger who does sports, does boxing. He don't care about the back end. He don't care. He don't care about the front end. He don't care about the sport. He don't care about the fans. He cares about his set, which is Bud Crawford set. He's a gangbanger who's a boxer. That's all it is.
Yeah, you might have a good point there. Yeah, you might have a good point there.
The rest, look at it from a business. Don't look from an emotional point of view. Look from a business point of view. If you look for a business, because you follow the money, you always follow the money. You follow the money, you get the better answer. Don't go on emotions. Track the money, you'll find the answer. I got people who's in service. Go ahead.
No, I say, yeah, of course. I wasn't saying that. I said, of course. Yeah, what you saying? I can't say you're right or wrong. That's your opinion. Your opinion, you're always right on your opinion.
This is the thing. this is the thing. When you look at call-outs, when you're in your hometown, your home city, your home state, those are most people going to back you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So when announcers say who you going to fight next, you look at Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, I think he said he wanted to fight Thurman next, I think, in his hometown, Philadelphia. Spence. Terrence, I'm coming from the motherfucking belt. When they asked Terrence Crawford who he's fighting next, oh, I'm an independent promoter. That's it. I digress. That's it. That's all I got to say. So that's it. So
appreciate you calling in, man. Well, we're gonna see if anybody want to respond to you, man. All right. So let's get back in the chat. Let's see.
Yes, sir. You keep doing your work, sir.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate you calling in, man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Yeah. So y'all heard this man's take on it. Y'all heard his take. Anybody got something they want to refute that? Anybody got something they want to say to him? Yeah. Yeah. So said Crawford gets in survival mode right after this. Okay. All right. Yeah, Bud doesn't deserve to name his price. I get that. He really not a draw, but he is a man with something that Errol wants. Make a fair offer and get it on. Bud will stop him and then get paid. Hey, you might be right, man. At the end of the day, let me tell you something. Spence needs, listen, on different levels, Spence needs to fight because he wants to be undisputed. Terrence needs to fight because he needs to be undisputed twice. Can't really, the thing about it is both dudes got this little pride issue in the way, right? Only way they're going to do this thing is to come down and figure out what's beneficial and meet each other halfway. They're both going to have to give and get, right? Bud said he agreed to the last contract. Spence said he agreed. So my thought process is change the date, right? But if you can't just change the date, I don't know what else we're going to do. Because at the end of the day, you got fighters, if in their heart they feel like, well, I'd rather go do something else, it's just too much risk for that reward, then they're going to go the other way. That's just what's going to happen. And then guess what? And to be honest, both of them will walk away with a loss, meaning they both don't get nothing out of it they want. And they don't be able to go 5 years down the road and do this again. TD said it's the roast recognized. Okay, we hear you. What's up, ATL Anonymous? What's up with you, man? Yeah, and I caught what you said, Karma. Karma said, Cyborg fought Lil Boots. hey, boy, you ain't never lied, boy. That was crazy. Spence went 75% away because Crawford started moonwalking away at 50%. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's been back and forth. It's been crazy. It ain't smooth. It's rough cut. And I mean at Bearded One. Hey, AAR said Bearded One. AAR said he is not backing down, bro. Y'all crazy. Y'all both just ruffle each other's feathers, man. That's all that is. That's all that is, man. It's all love in here, man. There ain't nobody taking none of this stuff personal. At the end of the day, none of us get paid for that. But we do want to see some good fights. We do get tired of our time wasted. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see this stuff keep going on and on. Man, the whole welterweight division is upside down, man. It really is right now. Until they pull out a master plan, things upside down, bro. It really is. Everybody's making some moves, man. But these moves, I don't understand them. But we'll find out. We'll find out exactly what it is. Yeah. Nah, I didn't see the fight. I didn't see it. I didn't see the Inouye fight. I didn't even watch it. I'm gonna go back. I'll go back and check it out. Oh, I know. He is too. He trolling you too, man. He pulling a smoot. Yeah, Terry Smoot is what he's pulling. Hey, Terry, hey, boy, hey, everybody last night was in this camp trolling. We couldn't tell who was serious and who was just trolling. We couldn't even tell. How was that Inouye fight? You want to call in and say it, League of Legacies? You call in and say it? I thought TD was going to come in. He said his wife might kill him. Come on, man. Come on in here and sound off, bro. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, Britta, appreciate you sending that to me, though, fam. Appreciate that, man. Hey, I did a follow back on that too, man, because I almost wouldn't have saw it. It was in my request thing. It was in my request. So I hit a follow on there. Yeah. You fell asleep on the cold main event? Oh my goodness. Oh, you are talking about on TO, right? You are talking about on TO, or are you talking about on Crawford? Double AR is bringing it to everybody. He ain't backing down. He said, I want all the smoke, man. Yeah. So you only caught the last 2 rounds? Oh. The Nue won, didn't he? I didn't even keep up with that one, man. Mm-hmm. I ain't keep up with it. I missed it today. I missed that. I missed that, man. Goodness gracious. Yeah, well, Monday. Missed that. Yeah. She said both. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Legacies.
Showboating Sports. What's up, League?
Hey, man. That boy anyway, the truth. Hey. Hey. He made that man look horrible.
Oh, did he?
Oh my gosh. He made it look like he didn't even deserve to be in the ring with him.
Oh God.
But dude was a champ. But I gotta give it to him because I mean I ain't gonna ruin the fight for you, but from what I saw,
nah, you ain't gonna run it for him. Because everybody probably want to hear it.
Hey man. That dude should have been out of there after the 3rd round. Like, he stuck around, but I like how Inoue handled it. He kept doing different things to try to, get around with, because he was just fighting to survive. He wasn't even trying to win after he realized what was going on in that ring. He was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna work on not getting knocked out.
Right.
And you can see Inoue doing different things to try to still get that knockout. So it was cool watching the way that he was methodical with it, stuff like that. But that man, it was like he couldn't really block his shots because he was hitting them so hard. So the block shots was dang near like he was getting hit. So yeah, you gotta watch that, man. Did you ever watch the Von Ward and Wolf fight?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it. Yeah, I went and watched it.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as we got off, I watched it immediately. Remember that now. I remember that now, boy. She knocked her right completely out.
Man.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because I remember I was going to mention it to you maybe like 2 weeks ago, but I missed the show.
Right.
And I forgot the lady. It was one of the ladies. They mentioned it. So I thought you had seen it. And so if you hadn't seen it yet, I was like, you owe us that reaction. If you had never seen it before, so we could see your face when we saw what happened.
Yeah. Hey, boy, she put her out. Hey, that was a good, that shot right there, boy, that was a good one. Yeah, she knocked her. It was like knocking down a tree, wasn't it?
Man, now her celebration, I understand that.
Yeah.
But she, man, yeah. Hey, I'm scared of her.
Oh man. Hey, last week they put her in with somebody, get somebody like that for Cyborg. That's what you gotta get.
Ooh. Hey,
Cyborg
well, you know
couldn't
what
handle
though?
that.
They couldn't do that because Cyborg would take the fight. And then that would be like, so then why if Cyborg taking this fight, why couldn't Terrence take it? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But I'm hoping, hey dude, let me ask you this. So what do you think is next? Do you think that Earl gonna fight Bud or Thurman next? Or you think he's gonna have to vacate the belt? Because that's his only 2 options right now.
So Errol went in and asked to fight Thurman, but they never announced it. I feel like he did that to stall for time because he wasn't sure if the Crawford fight was gonna happen. And he still wanted to be able to be like, well, shoot, we got this date still.
Right.
So I really think he's trying to do everything he can to stave off that fight and make his next fight Crawford, especially since Crawford basically had to team up. He want to do it without fighting anybody, so that he could be like, I had all that time off, and I still handled my business.
Right.
That's how I feel like he's trying to take that approach as. So I think, man, I'm starting to lean on the fact that if he believed that Crawford, like he can't do anything to get him into the fight, I think he's just gonna vacate because it's no reason to stay there and fight Thurman. Fighting Thurman would be for Thurman.
Right. Right. Because if he fights Thurman and come back and try to fight Bud, then guess what? Bud still could dodge him. And then you done fought Thurman for nothing. Then you know who's next is Boots. And then what you gonna do? Wait, fight Boots. That means you're gonna fight every hard person in the division before you even make it to Crawford. It doesn't make sense. I'm not saying that Spence shouldn't fight those guys, but if his objective is to be undisputed, that fight is already here. If he can't get it now, what's the point in staying at 154? Which I would love to see him fight Thurman and Boots. I would love that. But I'd like to see him fight Crawford first.
Man, Spence spent the last 5 years fighting nothing but champions. Fighting nothing but champions while in the midst of that having a car accident and a detached retina. So it's hard to say anybody, like he's trying to get away from anything. Look what he's been doing, and he's coming from these things to fight a champion.
Right.
Not for to fight a champion. And my whole thing is if he's fighting these champions, why you ain't fighting nobody?
Without a tune-up.
Not even when Spence was out of commission, he could have went after champions.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Yeah, he could have went and tried to knock off Danny Garcia. He could have tried to knock off Ugas. He could have tried to knock off anybody. Sean Porter. We know Spence already had Sean Porter. He already knocked him off. But yeah, he could have went after that other belt.
He didn't even want to fight Sean Porter. Hey, back when when Sean Porter was trying to get that fight, he was planning to fight Avenesian then. That was when they first started talking about fighting. That's why he told Porter that he had to become his mandatory. So it's like he said, he ain't trying to fight nobody where it ain't guaranteed. Because why would you take Porter to fight Avenesian?
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't.
No. And everybody's trying to, with this with the DLK press release, people don't understand. When you say we exceeded, our expectations.
What was your expectations?
That's code word for that. That's code word. That's marketing speech for, man, it was terrible. So we gonna say that. Any company out there, they're gonna brag about the numbers. Yeah. Unless they ain't got nothing to brag about.
Yeah.
Especially as being new, if they really exceeded expectations, they would have came out and not only said what their expectations were, they would have said the numbers that they exceeded them by. Because what that does is also for the stockholders, that assures them, and that brings more attention to DLK Prime. Not just saying, "Oh, we exceeded." That don't do nothing. Like you said, well, what were their expectations?
But they won't say what that is. And guess what? I said, well, they didn't make that. We was talking about the numbers and stuff. They're like, nah, but that ain't what they said. I said, okay, what did they say? They said that we went better than we exceeded expectations, right? I'm like, well, what was those expectations? They didn't even say what that was. They not even saying clearly what close to what they did. You know what I mean? Nothing. So if they only expected 2 people to show up or 2 pay-per-views. Of course they're gonna do that. They're not saying what that was.
I think somebody said, earlier, I don't remember who it was. I think somebody said something about what their expectations were 50,000. But I don't Oh yeah, no. So they said their expectations was half of Crawford's average. I think that's how they worded it. Their expectations were half of Crawford's average,
It'll be a
and
different
they would
ball
be happy
game.
with that.
Well, hopefully, all this shenanigans can be done. After we're past the fight now, so now we're in the point. It's either barbecue or mildew with them guys. So if Crawford doesn't make that fight, if I was Spence, I'd just go ahead and move up to 154. I go ahead and shut the door on it, which I hope he doesn't. I hope they can make the fight. But I put Crawford's back against the wall so much that at this point he'll be ready to retire. Now he'll lie and say, "See, I told you Spence didn't want to fight." He'll do that, but who's he gonna fight? He gonna have to fight Boots. He'll have to fight Thurman, somebody like that. And if he move up to 154, who gonna fight him? Because if I was Spence at 154, I'd be like, "It's nothing in me to fight Bud." I wouldn't care. I mean, man, just retire like you said. I'd be like, retire like you said. I mean, I'm bitter about it like I am with Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? It's probably the wrong thing to do for the sport. I'll be honest with that, but that's where I'm at on it. I'm over it. I'm sick of it.
Well, they're not thinking long term. Like that's what Crawford did is bad for the sport. Even if we remove all fault from it, just for the simple fact that Crawford walked away, that's where you, as someone who's not necessarily a boxing fan, like I'm just saying, like it's like I'm into it more than a casual, but a casual fan is going to be turned off by it.
Right.
So the casual fan are where you don't make your money from the real boxing fan. It ain't enough of them.
Yep.
You're making money from the casuals. So when you do something that turns off casuals, you're hurting boxing.
Yep.
As a whole.
Yep. Right about that. Yeah.
So,
But man, I'm glad you called in with it, man. I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you.
hey, man, it's all about support. Bro.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right, man. Later. Yeah, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. Hopefully, we'll get something here short and figure out what these guys gonna do, man. I know we all beat the dead horse on this thing. I don't know where it's gonna go, but hey, you never know. Hopefully, these guys will get it ready, man. That's what I'm Man, I hope everybody in here have a good night, man. Hopefully, tomorrow brings some better news. Yo, what's up with you, 8 Mile? Bud is who's up. Man, you know what's gonna happen to Bud? Bud gonna say Spence lied, Spence don't wanna fight. He'll fight one of his mandatories that ain't, Boots, and, play around a little bit, take 1 or 2 fights, maybe move up, win 1 up there, and then go ahead and retire. That's what he'll do. I think Bud only got a few more fights left in it, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, he can't keep fighting these tomato cans, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my thought. But anyway, man, hopefully you guys have a good night, man. I'm ready to roll up out of here, man. We stand on it. So until next time, guys, straight up no chaser. I'll catch you with everybody tomorrow, every weeknight at 10 PM. We do this 10 PM Eastern time. We do this. So everybody have a good night, man. I'll catch you with everybody tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good one, man. Peace, fight, fam.